Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. Won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the back button. That's all you got to do. Push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
Bam. Consistent times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, but this dude Uncle Leroy. Don't say the Leroy without the junior. We back on this Wednesday with the Nothing But Basketball show where it's us. We kicking. We talk about basketball. That's what the show says. So, but look, before I get the show started, definitely gotta scream all the way up. You know, gotta get the music playing. Gotta scream all the way up there to the Bean, to the home of the Boston baked bean, to get my guy on this thing, man. What's down, too?
What up? What up? What up? How everybody doing, man? Middle of the week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Got that whole playing in the background. Got to get your intro right, man. So how's it going on this Wednesday?
Going well, man. Middle of the week, getting through the week to the weekend, you know, where the party begins.
Nice. Hey, okay, Coach Lee, I see you hanging out with us. Yeah, you notice I'm rocking the Dallas Renegades because I'm hoping that maybe The Rock or someone from the XFL will see our stream and know that I need my season ticket holder refund. I'm still waiting, but I'm still holding out hope. But look, this is the Nothing But Basketball show. You do it on with Leroy, kicking it with my guy too, and it looks like our co-host, my partner in crime, Coach Lee's out there hanging in the crowd with us, man. So how's it going on this? It's cold out there. It got to be cold. Is it cold out there?
Freezing. It's in the teens all week, and Sunday had an unfortunate accident. I guess heating system downstairs was bugging, so it was cold in my room. Cold in my rooms for the last 2 days. Just got fixed tonight, so I still got my sweaters on because I'm chilling, but it's very, very, very warm in here. So I'm happy for that.
Nice. All right, so definitely gonna start a shout out. I see my dude P Diddy hanging out with us.
Yeah, Diddy.
Hey, yeah. Hey, I see it. Coach Lee got a little rowdy today. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, can't wait to get you back on the show. We miss you, but we're gonna hold it down for you, man. But all right, so wait, did you say it's cold out there and your heat is out?
It was out from Sunday into about an hour ago. I don't know what happened. Started making all types of noise during the day. Called our slumlord.
Oh, no.
The slumlord.
Yeah, man. Like, no, man. Like, yeah, you gotta get got.
No. So in all, he was handled today, and it's warm in here now. It's very warm. So, but in guards outside is a different beast. Let's just say.
Agreed. Even out here in Dallas, it's cold out here. So, we're really not used to that. So currently the temperature is 43 and it feels like it's 23. But, shout out, definitely want to give a shout out to Coach Lee and everyone else that joined us, on Martin Luther King Sunday. And we gave out some socks to the homeless. So we know that they got some warm toes, makes some happy hearts. So definitely, if y'all want to join us on one of our future give backs, we're actually thinking about doing it maybe once a month. So y'all definitely tap in the group and, see what's up.
Absolutely. But, salute that. Hey, Patrick, it is going to snow tomorrow here. I believe Saturday, too. So I forgot about that. I'm supposed to go somewhere tomorrow. Let's see how. But in all, everybody stay warm, stay cool, stay healthy.
Stay blessed, man. Definitely. There's a lot of stuff going on. definitely want to send some positive vibes out there. Definitely got to stay blessed. But
Coach, man, Coach Hotu didn't break the Heat system after we took the L Sunday. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit of my Sunday before the game, just briefly. I don't even want to talk about the season no more. But honestly, Sunday, the whole week, basically, I was just anticipated for the game. The talk and all the predictions was just too much for me. I just wanted to watch the football game and see what happened. I didn't do nothing recklessly after the football game. I took the loss as I was saying the best team won. So I didn't break nothing at all.
Whatever, man. So you gotta tell everyone you actually got banned from Facebook for 6 days.
Yeah, I got a banned Facebook today. Somebody,
and that was because you was mad that the Dallas Cowboys lost. Tell the truth, shame the devil.
No, not at all. Not at all. And I think they said to me, they said, hey, man, so that you don't have to comment any more of Cowboy slander, we're just going to give you 2 days off. Good vacation. Paid.
Hey, but y'all definitely check us out on Sports Chatter Show. Even tomorrow, just check us out. But today, it is nothing but basketball. And talking about basketball in a hard time and someone needing some good mojo, man, it is this guy.
This guy, Kevin Durant, man, the Nets season, as we've been following, it's been all up and through the media. Got plays with COVID, now appearing in away games. The Nets trying to gel, and then Saturday night, during the game against the New Orleans Pelicans, Kevin Durant falls on his opponent's leg and injures himself. So it's a sprained MCL. Optimistic around a 6 to week time frame, but more probably two and a half months based on how the Nets succeed during this regular season. But it's a hiccup. It's a hiccup because the Nets for the last 2 years have been trying to keep this team together. And once one person comes back, somebody falls. It kind of seems like the story of the Brooklyn Nets as they try to get to supremacy in the NBA, which is really heating up at this point. So,
good point. And and like I've always said, even once Nash got the head coaching job, I was like, he's good, on the field, but it's the off the court things that he's gonna have to deal with, like the Black Lives Matter, like the injuries, like the stars. So I think this is another chance we're gonna see where things may clash, but he has a history of this MCL issue. So like, how do you think this is going to impact the actual starting lineup for the Nets?
I will affect them. Obviously, you have James Harden just playing home games, and I mean Kyrie's going on the split. But I just feel like this type of team from last year even has grown. Just to have the stability of what you had last year, and then you added good veteranship this year. Patty Mills is. You got LaMarcus Aldridge back. You know what I'm saying? You got your young guys playing competitive basketball. So I just feel like it's a grind. And I don't think the Nets I didn't think the Nets thought that they would have lost. They lost the way they lost last year. And they thought they was going to championship. But you got to know in the NBA that all teams like that don't win in 1 year. So everybody improves day by day.
Hey, shout out to Patrick. He says he loves how Harden broke the record on threes, though. So what do you think about the play of James Harden?
The play, and actually, I want to turn around the play. The play James Harden has steadily increased. And I'm liking the way James Harden's starting to play. He's finding the groove. He's getting in shape. I think those were the problems ultimately. You know what I'm saying? Not being in shape. And, sometimes when you're a caliber player like him, when you get out of shape, some things, stay the same. But once they start turning, you got to get back to it. You got to get back to the love.
I think so. With Harden, that's what it does. He lost the love for the game. I mean, because at the end of the day, he looked fat and unhealthy and just like he just didn't care. So and that showed in his play. So I think as he started building that momentum, that cohesiveness out there with the Nets and the rest of the team, we see that he's stepping up. So yeah, that was a good point that you made, Patrick, about he broke that the 3 record. So we got some people hanging out with us. Shout out to Cedric Powell. Appreciate you hanging out with us. But hey, look, are we not going to point out, look at the type of world we live in right now. So Kevin Durant is clearly, in pain. He's grabbing his his leg. And look what the fans are doing. They're taking pictures. That is That is ridiculous.
Remember back in the days where like one out of every like 10 people had a phone? And the person taking the picture on the sideline was more than likely the person that was taking clips for the newspaper. How times have changed, man. Damn. You're going to sit home and, I mean, take a picture whatever you want, but you want a picture, you're going to see that picture everywhere. What you want, photo credit?
Hey, you know how it is. Now, everyone wants to be the first person to post this and get all the likes and to go viral. But, I mean, that is just crazy. Like, that's just no respect. And, you know, shout out to the news editor who captured them taking a picture of Kevin Durant while he's hurt. That is just utterly ridiculous, man.
Absolutely.
But, you know, to just touch on some stats, because we all know Kevin Durant, like, his court presence cannot be replaced. So he's definitely going to be missed on the court. So this last game against the Pelicans, he was 12 minutes, had 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists.
Absolutely, 25 points a game for the season, MVP candidate. You know, he's got the Nets in a historic position. I believe they're second in the Eastern Conference. So in terms of the grind, yeah, it sucks that Durant's not going to be there, but in terms of the push, make sure he's good for the push. He was playing a lot of minutes this season, you know, tallying in over 37 minutes a game. It stamina, like you said, the injury the last few years, that comes with minutes. Another guy that you've seen, Kobe Bryant, you know, as his career derailed, you know, the injuries, you know what I'm saying, after the Achilles, you know, this turns and injuries keeps going. But this guy, you know, has the motor to keep it going. So if the Nets can, you know, during this time, you know, kind of gel as a team, when it gets back, you know, you don't got to ramp them up that much, you know what I'm saying? And just get back to, you know, at least good, healthy standing.
But I mean, you know, Kevin Durant has came from, you know, major injuries and major surgeries already. So, you know, he's had a year off and he's gotten older. So, I mean, like, it's to be questioned how his return going to actually be to me.
Oh, you could question that. No, you could question that as well. Definitely question that with the bar injuries in the last few years. You could definitely test that, you know what I'm saying? And the type of competitor Kev is, you know he's gonna want to go out there and compete. And a lot of you know, those high star players get that privilege. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they'll ramp you a little bit depending on the situation, but when the situation gets real, you know, Eastern Conference Finals, semifinals, whatever you want to call it, you know, he's gonna ramp up himself. So you definitely monitor the situation, monitor the injury, you know, and just hope the others step up in his present in his absence. Sorry.
Facts. Agree. Great point. So, you know what? We're going to be coming back with more. Everyone just hang tight, sit right there, and we'll be back with more than Nothing But Basketball show.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Darwin Price, man, Ground Sound. I want to give a big shout out to STWF Media, the big brand. You know what I'm saying? Where you can talk sports with NFL players and all type of fans, man. Go follow them on Facebook community. A big brand, STF Media, man. Shout out to them. Thank you for the support. Go follow them, Facebook, everywhere.
Hey, thank y'all. No need for an applause, man. We wasn't going to leave y'all. You know, we are back with more than Nothing But Basketball. This should do Uncle Leroy. Don't say the Leroy without the Junior. And my guy,
Bean.
Oh, okay. Hey, I like that. Look,
you know, 16's on deck, man. You know what I'm saying? Got good prices. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to hit me rap, you know, I got y'all.
Nice. So, man, you know, we got some good topics. So let me see what Jeff will go up to the next topic. Got to see what my guy P did is saying. Y'all got to talk about Kuzma.
Can we talk about Kuzma real quick? Real talk. The move from LA was smooth, man. I think LA, and I'm not even going to mention anybody on LA, but I feel like LA took the confidence out of him. This was a guy that was a sneaky pick at the end of the first round when he was drafted. He was a guy that showed promise, and I feel like the rotations and the players added from the Los Angeles Lakers that did him in. And then Lonzo Ball leaving, which was one of his best friends. You know, emotionally for a young guy, that hurts a lot. He's in Washington right now where they truly respect him. He can go out there and play his game, and he looks absolutely stellar this season. I can see him as a most improved player candidate. Like, this guy has, you know what I'm saying, turned it all around, but it wasn't because he couldn't play just because of the situation he was in. So shout out to Kuzma, man. He definitely piped it on Embiid, and I believe they got the victory.
Yeah, I mean, definitely like the environment you play in definitely has a big factor on, how comfortable you feel, how much you'll let yourself go, and your actual play. So, I mean, I'm trying to, so like you said, shout out to Kuzma, because I think it was just honestly like what everything is in Los Angeles. If you ask me, everything in Los Angeles is about ego, stardom, and his ego didn't fit with the rest of the guys. So that's why he's out there in Washington doing. He's cohesive. He's gelling with those guys. So I see what you're doing there, P. Diddy.
Fat man, man, definitely. So shout out to the Wizards. Shout out to the Wizards, definitely. Shout out to Pat. He's over there in that area. Shout out to DC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the whole DMV area.
Gotta go out there.
Big fact, big fact. So, I mean, that leads us to our next topic, man. Like, everyone's been, school's been closing, stores been closing, closing, restaurants been closing. Everything has been impacted by, this COVID situation.
Yes, it is.
So now our next topic is top replacement players. The NBA. From the NBA COVID list, they're falling out. So I was trying to read it at the bottom as it was coming up.
Definitely. So well, what Uncle's stating is that, obviously, COVID's been biting everybody. If not everybody, most of us. And the job still has to go on. Everything has to still go on. We've hit the time where we had time off, if you did. And the NBA, what I'm saying, the organization that's still trying to, get dollars, went another route this year. Man, a smooth route this year. Not only bringing up replacement players, but some notable, some known NBA players that had some strides in their careers. May have one or two good games, and it was good. It was good to see. So if you look at the list here, go on to Bleacher Report. Shout out to Bleacher Report. Get your news, man. If you're on the go, guys like Lance Stevenson from the Indiana Pacers. You got guys like Marquise Chris that had a stint with the Dallas Mavericks. Isaiah Thomas. If you like Isaiah had a little giddy up. It's an interesting guy in Miami, Kyle Guy.
Yeah.
Who in the absence of few players with COVID issues, these guys pretty much sold up. So yeah, it's time for guys in the G League, you know what I'm saying, get a little promotion before they get a promotion.
This is one of your guys, Stanley Johnson, free agent with the Lakers.
Stanley Johnson with the Lakers, it's always been there with him. I just feel like the setting, like a guy like LeBron can make him go a little bit if he has that chance. So I like that. I like that he's gotten that opportunity, man. It was a name that I've said, I like Stanley Johnson back to his college days.
Now, this is a guy that I actually know. We grew up together in the church in New Orleans. My guy, Greg Munro, he was asked about on one of my previous podcasts. He was went to Georgetown, and, he was playing with the Timberwolves at the time, but he actually got called up as well. So, he got the opportunity because he was playing, I think, in the Europe League. So he's in the Capital City Go-Go. But, he actually got signed back. So, they've been doing a lot of good things, with these, with the COVID replacement players. So I like what the NBA has done with that.
Absolutely.
Y'all might see Greg Munro coming on one of our podcast shows. So y'all definitely, keep an eye out on Sports Talk with Friends podcast.
Smooth lefty. And another notable name that isn't on this list here, Brandon Knight. You might infamously know him from getting posterized by DeAndre Jordan years back. Well, he signed a 10-day with the Dallas Mavericks a few weeks back. And just the joy to this whole story here, obviously, you get a call up, you're excited, you're back in the league where you haven't been in a while. He just said it and he just cried for a moment. You know what I'm saying? He stood there, thinking that the phone would never ring for him to get an opportunity to even step on the court again. For people that known him, you know what I'm saying, in his career, it's touching, man, that, people get opportunities, to showcase themselves one more time.
Yeah, to get a second, to get a redemption. Like, that's a big thing, and like one thing, and shout out to the XFL, they were like a redemption league for the NFL because a lot of people was going there because they weren't getting a second chance. So I guess, that might be looked at as a plus during this pandemic that, it actually gave some of these athletes a second chance, like Coach Lee said, second chance at life in the NBA, in that NBA.
Right.
So
Bill Johnson, Ice Cube, Big Three. You know what I'm saying? The Ice Cube has that Big Three league, and he was able to not he wasn't able to, but his brand was able to push the likes of a Joe Johnson to get a 10-day contract with the Boston Celtics. Like stuff like that. Like, and we've come to a world where it's really, good to connect with things, because you can get an NBA I'm not saying everybody can, but you can get a 10-day if you're still grinding in the game. And I'm one to say, man, when it's over at times, man, you just gotta wrap it up, take your losses. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the sports world, especially me, I retired at a certain age. I wasn't telling nobody, and I was just done with sports playing.
You look like probably at a young age. I want to see some tape of you playing some sports.
I retired definitely very early in my career, and it was just due to the life that was happening at the time. It didn't, to me, include basketball, football, anything in terms of me playing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was always competitive. I always played pickup. I always did that. I was always playing, competitive traveling team, all that, high school and stuff like that. But there's a time where, family, obviously money, income, it's just a whole bunch of stuff.
Hey, I might have to stop right there. You might want to have to get a documentary. That sounds, you might be telling it too much there.
Nah, not even that too much, man. I loved the game so much that ever since I was 5 years old, reading the newspaper, the sports, everything sports. Like, my mom knows.
Wait, time out. So I know y'all up north cats a whole lot smarter sometimes than us down south cats. But you said you was reading at 5.
I was reading literally. I grabbed the newspaper every day. I'm grabbing just the sports section. I'm reading the articles. I'm reading the box scores. I'm reading all that stuff. So sports since the age of 5 has been instilled in me. I would used to sneak to watch TV at night, and my aunt would notice because she's like, you have to turn the channel when you go to sleep. It's still on ESPN, like the channel. Like, it's just more than that. But me, honestly, the game is just, you just seen the politics and everything about it too. It's a whole bunch of stuff, man. So out to everybody that's grinded and succeeded to make it, and had those connections and right people instilled in you, to be able to go. Not to say I didn't have good people. I just think that times have changed. So.
So you know what? And we're gonna be back with more of the Nothing But Basketball. We're about to take a quick break, pay some bills, and y'all keep the comments coming. Boom.
Hey guys, it's your girl Tamara Moore, former WNBA guard and current head coach at Mesabi Range College. I want to give a big shout out to STWF Media, the big brand, for showing love and always being about those good sports. Make sure you guys show them love. You and your community can join them every week to talk about sports. Shouts out to them, and make sure you check them out.
And we back with more than Nothing But Basketball show. We talk about nothing but basketball. And we got some good comments going on. So wait, what we got? What Coach Lee talking about?
Same here. I read sports next per internet day. Yeah, per internet days. You know what I'm saying? The high school scores, the basketball scores, like, you have to go through all that, read the scores and stuff like that. I was like the guy. I was the guy that this parking lot, playground, sports, man. Everybody, if you ask anybody about me up here, man, you know what I'm saying? Come to sports, man. Very lucky.
And you know what you and Coach Lee have in common?
Yes, that too, man.
Yes, y'all both are Dallas Cowboys fans who know nothing but history. And so what we're talking about now is Dak Prescott. Is Dak Prescott condoning violence against the NFL or NBA officials? What's going on with that?
So, in spite of Sunday's game, there were fans of the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas that kind of were upset, or I say extremely upset, with the officiating in the ball game. Trash started getting thrown. Players were getting hit with trash. Referees were getting hit with trash. the referees for the law. So Dak Prescott was interviewed after the game.
So here it goes right here.
Embarrassing.
You don't see this again. Get this work one more time.
Yeah, get it one more time.
Because these are y'all fans. You know, I'm just saying that, you know, these are your fans. Look at that. Throwing them at the NFL refs, throwing them at the coaching staff, throwing them at the film, like, and their own team. Like, who does that?
And after the game, reporters asked Dak Prescott about fans throwing stuff, and he simply replied, "Credit to them." Yeah, credit to them. And of course that takes backlash, and it got backlash from the NBRA. All places. It came from the NBA. And simply what the NBA stated was that Dak should be punished for his comments and his sayings, and that should not be condoned. We know in the love of the game, in the sport, you know, things get tricky, and when the referees, you know, make a call or something in critical minutes of the game, and people's words affect the game, you know, people are gonna be mad.
True.
As a Cowboys fan, I was disappointed to see it. I was disgraceful to see it. I've seen us lose so many games. I've seen us have so many heartbreaking, you know what I'm saying, things happen to us. I've seen all that.
All right, so we're going to take a question from Patrick. So he has a question. What's worse, throwing trash like Dallas or Buffalo fans throwing a woman's sex toy?
No, you allow bear. You're told you allow a bear. You allow a bear at the game, and bear might, you know, get you a little crazy depending on how much you drink. Trash. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Sex toys like trash. You know what I'm saying? You might get that all around the field. You know, so to me, this situation in Dallas was worse than the sex toy in Buffalo, because Buffalo and their staff have found it somewhat of a golden rule to do it, because nobody's saying like, oh, there's no dildos on the field, or kicking somebody out of the stadium and tell them not to come back. This Dallas situation is disgraceful. Dak's comments are disgraceful, because it's just the fact that nobody should ever have trash thrown at them by professional or human beings of that matter at all.
I agree, because at the end of the day, you're making a statement by throwing trash. Like, that's like spitting in someone's face. You know, you can't spit in someone's face and be like, well, hey, you know what? I meant that in the nicest way. You know, he must have pastor who spit and wiped it on, you know, like, you can't take that in a nice way. That's a bad way. So, I mean, the fact that they're throwing trash at them, not just on the field, throwing trash at the officials, that was way worse. It was way
worse, man. It was way worse. And Dak, I felt like Dak's comments should have been total opposite, disgrace to the fans. But ultimately, as a Cowboys fan, it may be a sign that, you know what I'm saying, maybe the fans maybe realize that you need to play better. You need to be better. You know what I'm saying? There are fans that pay hard-earned money to go watch you play football.
Hey, better? Are you serious? Wait, okay, let's keep it 100. I know this is nothing but basketball show. Now, Dallas Cowboy fans were saying the laws came from the referees. So, I mean, let's make the direct correlation. The fans were upset with the referees calling.
Absolutely. Yeah, so, the fans there, absolutely. But I just take it in the prospect of you just look at the X's and O's of the season and what your team has done and what things that they don't do well. One of the things that, you know what I'm saying, the NBA version of the Los Angeles Lakers don't do well, and they don't start fast. They start slow. And I'll just end it at that. But Dak Prescott, man, in the NBA officials, let's see if any fans this season throw trash at the NBA referees. Let's see if the NBA referees are talking to Tim Donaghy, you know what I'm saying, about fixing a game or two.
I mean, you know, I think it was a power move just on both levels, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, right now, fans are just starting to really be let in. This is the first year fans are starting to be let back in the stadium, in arenas. So I think that it's a power play to just shift back like, hey, you know what? This is not acceptable, period, in the NFL, and especially not in the NBA. So I'm glad they're actually taking a stance against that because, I am one that was actually going for the NFL pursuing, and penalizing more the taunts, so, that caused off the field, off the court issues. So I'm glad that they're taking a stance against that.
Absolutely, it should take a stance against that. No referees ever be put in harm and danger. I always say they the law. All referees are supposed to be the law. No matter how much you like it, or not, you gotta respect that. I mean, I can't.
You know what? I've been trying to find that video of that referee who ran. The dude ran like a 3.40 to come down and actually move the ball. So you know what? We're gonna clap it up and give a shout out to the guy who. I know this is nothing but a basketball show, but shout out to that referee who actually tried to grab the ball and put the ball and place the ball so Dak Prescott can hike. So shout out to that guy.
In a 0.7 second bump.
I'm telling that guy I was like, Lord.
You know what was on the line. He knew the scrutiny.
I just want to give a shout out and appreciation to everybody that's hanging out with us. Shout out to you, Coach Lee, Pete did it. The fake one, sorry, you're not sneeze. But thank y'all for hanging out with us, man. You got any shout out there?
Shout out to all you mother suckers. Shout out to all you guys, man. No bull, man. Y'all keep the lights on. Keep us coming here doing what we like to do, love to do. And shout out to each and every single group that participates in this group. And just participate more, man. Tap in more, man. Bring some friends in here. Tell them to bring a friend in here,
Hey.
And watch us work.
What is that link that I don't know if I should put that, but I'm seeing on the link it reads sex. Do you see sex in there? I'm scared. It's like YouTube PVC SEX.
Yeah, I'm scared.
I don't know if I'm clicking on that link, but definitely do let us know. Oh, the run. Watch the edits tonight, but definitely give a shout out to everybody that's tapping in with us. Everyone that support the brand, we support y'all like you support us. And tap in on Friday. We got Grambling Lady Tiger basketball head coach Freddie Murray. He's gonna be hanging out with us, talking a lot of basketball, HBCU basketball, Grambling basketball, and a whole lot more. So, man, if y'all didn't like, subscribe, and share, however you say that, Coach Lee. But yeah, subscribe
or share. Like, subscribe and share. Tap in, follow us, follow the group, Facebook, Twitter,
YouTube, Twitter. Periscope, we on it all. Until next time, we out of here.